Once the food enters your mouth, it is chewed, moistened, and sent down the throat to the esophagus. With the peristaltic movement of the esophagus, the food is pushed down and sent to the stomach. What does the stomach do then? Let's zoom in and understand what happens in the stomach. Think of the stomach as a big bag-like structure. The food is partially digested and sent to the small intestine. But how does the digestion occur? The stomach does not have teeth like our oral cavity. How is the food broken down then? What enters the stomach through the esophagus is the bolus, which is formed in the mouth. The bolus enters the stomach from this point. Some digestion happens here, and then it exits at this point. What comes out of the stomach is called chyme. The bolus is converted to a fluid-like substance called the chyme and sent to the small intestine. If we had to describe what happens in the stomach in one line, that's how we would do it. The stomach works like a churner and churns food into a milky paste called chyme, which is released into the small intestine. And it takes the stomach around 4 hours to complete this process. But how exactly is the bolus converted to chyme? There are two things which aid the conversion. First, the bolus is churned by the muscle contractions in the stomach. Yes, it is physically broken by the muscle movement in the stomach. The inner layer of the stomach is full of wrinkles known as rugae, and the rugae help to grip and move food during digestion. Apart from the mechanical breakdown, we also have the chemical breakdown of food that happens inside the stomach. During the chemical breakdown, different nutrients like proteins and fats are broken down by the enzymes. Yes, the enzymes help in chemical breakdown of food. And the enzymes are present in the gastric juices that are secreted by the gastric glands present in the wall of the stomach. Remember, for any kind of chemical breakdown, the juices are secreted by the glands present around the organ. For the enzymatic breakdown in the oral cavity, we have the salivary glands. And for the enzymatic breakdown of food in the stomach, we have the gastric glands. We need to understand the chemical breakdown in detail. There are three things that aid the chemical digestion of bolus: the hydrochloric acid, pepsin, and lipase. The hydrochloric acid is phenomenally acidic in nature. It's more acidic than battery acid. This potent hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria in the food, protecting your body from harmful microbes. That's one of its functions. And the hydrochloric acid also creates the ideal conditions for protein digestive enzymes called pepsin to work. So the hydrochloric acid kills the unwanted bacteria and helps the pepsin act on food. What about pepsin? The pepsin helps in enzymatic breakdown of one type of nutrient in the food, and that's protein. Yes, protein is broken down by the enzyme called pepsin. It is broken down to peptide, which is a partly broken down form of protein. And the gastric lipase, which is secreted by the stomach, helps in digestion of fats. So these were the three important things we needed to know about the chemical breakdown of food in the stomach: the roles of hydrochloric acid, pepsin, and gastric lipase. Wait, hold on. Did you know that the hydrochloric acid is so acidic in nature that it is almost strong enough to dissolve metal? Yes, it's really that strong. So if it's that strong, then how does the stomach protect itself? That's because our stomach is coated with a form of mucus that protects the lining against such a strong acid. And if this layer becomes damaged in any way, it can result in painful and unpleasant stomach ulcers. Apart from digestion, the stomach also acts as a short-term food storage facility. This allows us to consume a large meal quickly and then digest it over an extended period of time. When full, your stomach can hold around 2 to 3 liters of chewed up food. To quickly review, there are two things that happen in your stomach. First, the hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria and creates ideal conditions for the enzymes to act. And the enzymes break the proteins and fats down to simpler components. Once chyme is ready to leave the stomach, the pyloric sphincter opens up to allow a small amount of chyme to pass into the duodenum. The duodenum is the initial part of the small intestine, which we will understand in the next session.